Tomkek has updated one of the most iconic alliance weapons in WoW. This man does not drop L's. It's only W's here, so I'm really excited for this video. Let's see what he did this time. Good morning, Helena.
As we're coming up on WoW's 20th anniversary, we're likely soon beginning to see the chronic health effects on those who grinded this thing out in vanilla. In order to honor these heroes, I remade the Grand Marshal's Claymore.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Starting off, I laid myself some
I mean,
groundwork
one
for the
thing you
play.
had to be good at is PvP. I was never good at PvP, so obviously I never got the Grand Marshal's Claymore. No chance.
Getting it to the point where I can establish a silhouette. Next, I would lay a foundation for the little lion shield thingy that sits at the base of it. I did a quick test
Man,
run
the
redoing
old
this
one,
weapon many months.
the old lion shield thingy is so scuffed looking and stretched. It is a hideous design. Oh my god, look at that. But you gotta admit, like for what they had with the vanilla engine, this looks good. Today's standards, it's scuffed and stretched to
I
shit.
did a quick test run redoing this weapon many months ago, but I sucked a lot more. So it sucked a lot. But I'm going back in for round 2. The part of this weapon that is particularly tricky is the crossguard. The original is hard to read, since it was made in 2004 intended to be seen from afar on a monitor
So
the
blurry.
resolution of my oven clock. There are ways in which you can interpret the design beyond the obvious yellow frog fella sticking his blue tongue out. But I wanted to take some liberty and experiment a little bit with different ways to approach
Oh,
it.
nice.
This weapon is Alliance.
He's not just
and I
remaking
am
it,
an
he's
original.
making it.
So I first tried this sort of wing look, while still trying to stick to the same silhouette. Kind of. Sort of. I liked it,
Man,
but then I didn't
he's
like
great
it
at this.
anymore, and I changed it to something a bit more simple, and closer to the original. Oh, by the way, I wanted to thank everyone for the amazing response to my Judgment video.
Yeah, that
I
was a
passed
great
200k
video.
views for the first time ever, and got over 10,000 subscribers from it, which is kind of
Well
nuts.
deserved.
And went a little bit extra on that video, because it's Judgment, and seeing how much you guys liked it was worth every minute spent.
That was amazing.
10 times over, so big thank you. If you haven't seen it yet, finish this video and then go and watch that one.
Agreed.
Also, while I'm on it, if you want to support the stuff I do here on the channel, you'd help me out a ton by dropping a like, leaving a comment, and blessing me with your subscription.
Of
If
course.
you really want to support me, I also have a Patreon. Patreon.com/Tomkek. Fun stuff. And that takes us to UV unwrapping, which is nice and easy because it's just a weapon with just one texture file, rather than the 6 separate textures for
I like the
textures.
chips that he
Also,
put
no
in it.
rigging. Fuck me dead, it's Christmas. And with the first stage is done, my nifty little model ended up looking something like this.
Damn.
On to
Damn.
the hard part.
I love the little chips and it just adds some character to it.
Texture painting this beautiful plank was intimidating. Yes, same shit I did in my previous videos, but I've never hand painted a weapon before. What's so special about weapons? Nothing. But I showed them from very close in my videos, so any level of garbage would be right in your face. And you get enough of that with my camp footage. And for anyone wondering, I don't actually practice this at all in between videos. So anytime I start painting a new model, it's been a while since the last time I did it, because the video making takes way more time than the art. So I did what
Yeah,
every man in
understood.
his mid-20s does when faced with anxiety. I listened to Joe Rogan, killed
And
my
jerk
inner
off.
bitch, and talked myself into preemptively accepting failure. My first major challenge presented itself in the form of these decorations on a blade. I initially went for a 3D version, but pretty soon into painting them, I realized I was gonna go a different way, and abandoned them like WoW's writers abandoned Sisyphus. A similarly difficult task was the lion head on the shield bit. Whilst trying to fit it onto this little thing, it dawned on me why the original looks the way it does. I don't want to make fun of it, because I think it was born like that. And like I
Yeah, I said, you know why I can't make fun of this is because they overachieved with this. They did. Considering the engine and the times and the monitor, monitors that we had back then, the tech we had back then, this is great. Like, this is high detail. To add this little lion's head in the sword was pretty amazing back then. But my god, it has not aged well.
because I think it was born like that. And like I said, I have far too much ammo hanging over my own head to throw stones in that glass house. Anyway, I want to keep on doing big projects, because it's awesome, but I want to upload more. Right now, I think that my online presence is that of an artist more so than a content creator. And I don't want to just be that guy that shows up once a month to drop an artwork only to disappear again. Long story
Yeah.
short, I want to make more content. Again, I want to keep doing these heavier videos like the Judgment one, but I also want to have quicker types of videos that I can do like this one, as well as get into streaming and think of other types of content that I can add to the mix. As I optimize the
More
format for
Tomkek,
these
it's a
faster
good thing.
bits, I want to make sure that I preserve the elements that you guys appreciate the most. For that reason, I would love if you let me know which things you find most enjoyable and which things you find most redundant. Do you like the commentary? Do you enjoy
Love the
just watching
commentary.
the footage of me doing art?
Tomkek, if you're watching this, man, I will say your personality is a fantastic part of these videos. It's one of my favorite things. The art that you do is amazing, obviously, and seeing the results is amazing. And your cutscenes that you make are fucking beyond top tier. But your personality is what keeps us coming back. I love it. So yeah, you streaming, you making other content, whatever you want to get into, WoW lore, anything that you post up on YouTube, I'm going to watch it. Not because you're great at remaking armor or swords. It's because your personality, man. I love your commentary. I love the way you are. I love you, Tom. I love you. So
You
more
mostly watch
Tomkek's
for
a
the
good
end
thing.
result,
Keep
etc.
doing it.
Anything from more general to more specific details,
It's a
I would
brotherly
love
love.
to hear it all. Literally, any input I can get would be super helpful. I also use Twitter for this kind of stuff as well, so follow me there. Special
Oh, yeah,
thank you
I
to
will.
my awesome new patrons, and I am absolutely blown away how many of you there are. Uranix, Hoku, Raiho Kuriyami, Saphirian, Tracy Hodgson, the Danish one, Jeffrey Nichols, Zan, Barnum, Dumbo Jimbo, Stephanie P, Crane, Krebane from Dunland, Elise, Keegan Zemper, Painsicles, Harriser, Jason Hoops, Frogboy,
Just
Juan
follow him.
Carlos Rodriguez, Noxon, Murphy, Willow Jane,
Follow
Nick
him if
Dumble,
you haven't.
San Santa,
Tomkek
Luis Rosa,
TV.
Arlenthian, Roder Salsa, and Mimiaga. To everybody who supports me, massive, massive thank you.
Oh, here we go. The reveal. Holy shit. This sword looks way more up-res than the rest of the armor. Oh my god. The old one. The new one. It's glorious. Wow. Everything the Alliance is wrapped up in this wonderful sword. Oh shit, one thing I never noticed is the hilt here is wrapped up in something. I never noticed it was a cloth wrapped around it until he up-resed it. Man, this looks great. Another great Tomkek W. What'd I tell you guys before the video started? Tomkek doesn't drop L's. He only drops W's. Great video from him. Another great one, and damn. This fucking sword looks amazing. This thing looks amazing. Well, what else can I say? Can't wait to see what else he starts to create. Yeah, beautiful weapon. It always was. But now, it is absolutely glorious. Look at that thing.